Hello, everyone. My name is Shivam. This is Evan, Ryan, and Dane. Welcome to our training presentation on eye protection. In this presentation, we'll be going over how Stellantis treats eye protection in the workplace, why is it important, when to use eye protection, and other very important aspects of eye protection in the workplace.
So the first thing we're going to talk about today is what is eye protection? So eye protection is a type of personal protective equipment, or PPE, designed to protect your eyes from injury in different environments. You'll see it used in a wide range of places, construction sites, labs, factories, and even at home during tasks like using chemicals or power tools. The main purpose is simple: prevent damage to your eyes. There are different types depending on the risk. Safety glasses protect against small debris and dust. Goggles seal around the eyes and protect against liquids or chemicals. Face shields and welding helmets protect against strong light, heat, and flying particles. Each type is built to handle specific hazards. For example, if you're working with chemicals, goggles are better because they fully cover over the eye area. If you're cutting or grinding materials, safety glasses help stop debris from hitting your eyes. Overall, eye protection acts as a barrier between your eyes and hazards like chemicals, debris, and harmful light. Next is why eye protection is important. Eye protection is important because eye injuries happen quickly and are often permanent. First, it blocks harmful chemicals from coming into contact with your eyes. Even a small splash can cause serious burns or long-term damage. Second, it protects against debris. In many work environments, small particles can fly into the air and hit your eyes, which can lead to cuts, scratches, or even blindness. Third, it reduces damage from light exposure. Bright or intense light, like from welding or certain machines, can harm your eyes over time or even instantly without proper protection. Finally, eye protection helps guard against unexpected risks. You might not always see danger coming, but wearing protection reduces the chance of serious injury. A key point is that most eye injuries are preventable. In many cases, people weren't wearing protection at the time of the accident. So wearing the right eye protection isn't just a rule, it's one of the easiest ways to protect your vision long term.
Now let's talk about the different types of eye protection you'll encounter at Stellantis. There are 7 main types, and each one is designed for a specific hazard. Safety glasses are the most common. You'll see these everywhere on the production floor. They're great for general work, but keep in mind they don't seal against your face, so they won't protect you from chemicals. For that, you'll need safety goggles, which seal completely around the eye. If you're doing heavy grinding or pouring chemicals, you'll also need a face shield, but remember, a face shield always goes over top of glasses or goggles, never on its own. For welding, you need a proper welding helmet to block UV and infrared radiation. If you're handling acids or solvents, chemical splash goggles are required. Laser work requires specialized laser safety eyewear rated for the specific laser being used. And finally, if you need prescription glasses, Stellantis has a vendor program to get you impact rated prescription safety glasses. Having the right eyewear is only half the battle. You also need to use it correctly. The first thing you should always do before putting on your eyewear is inspect it. Check for any scratches, cracks, or damage to the frame. It takes less than 30 seconds and can save your vision. Next, make sure it fits properly. If your eyewear is uncomfortable, pinching your nose, or leaving gaps on the sides, it is not doing its job. Always match your eyewear to the hazard in your area. Check the Job Safety Analysis or the SDS for your specific task if you're unsure. Never substitute your regular prescription glasses for safety eyewear. They are not impact rated and can actually shatter and make an injury worse. And finally, once you're once you are in a designated PPE zone, your eye protection stays on. Doesn't matter if you're just walking through or taking a quick break, the hazards don't stop, so neither does your protection. Proper maintenance is what keeps your eye protection working the way it's supposed to. Every day you should be cleaning your lenses with an improved lens cleaner and a lint-free cloth. Don't use paper towels or your shirt. Those materials scratch polycarbonate lenses over time and weaken them. When you're done for the day, store your eyewear in a protective case. Don't just set it face down on a workbench. If your eyewear is shared between shifts, it needs to be wiped down with a sanitizing wipe and fully air dried before the next person uses it. Now, when it comes to replacement, don't wait. If you notice any scratches, cracks, distortion, or a damaged seal, take it out of service immediately and get a new pair. Damaged eyewear gives you a false sense of security, and even if your eyewear looks fine, follow the manufacturer's replacement schedule because polycarbonate breaks down over time even when you can't see it.
Now I'll be talking about the Stellantis safety policy and how it applies in a real workplace situations. The first key point is that PPE is determined based on the specific task being performed. Not every job has the same risks, so the type of eye protection needs to match the type of hazard. For example, safety glasses might be enough for general work, but if you're dealing with chemicals or high impact debris, you might need safety goggles or additional protection. This highlights how important it is to assess the task before you start. The second point is inspecting each PPE before use. This is something that might seem small and is often overlooked, but it's extremely important. If equipment is scratched, damaged, or doesn't fit, it may not protect you like it should. Next is the proper training. Workers need to understand not just how to wear the PPE, but when to use the different types, and more specifically, why it matters. Without the proper training, even the best equipment can be used incorrectly and not be effective. Finally, enforcing the use of PPE is a major part of the policy. These safety rules only work if they're consistently followed and enforced. So some important reminders. The first thing is that eye injuries happen extremely fast, often in less than a second. In most cases, there's no time to react once something goes wrong. And this is why the prevention is so important. You have to already be wearing the correct protection before the hazard occurs. Another important reminder is that small risks are often underestimated. A lot of injuries don't happen during obviously dangerous tasks, but during routine or everyday work, where people become comfortable and let their guard down. That's why consistency is so important. It's also important to understand that using PPE is about more than just following the rules. It's about protecting your long-term health. Eye injuries can have permanent effects, including vision loss, which can impact not just your job, but your daily life outside of work. And finally, safety is a shared responsibility. The company provides equipment and training, but it's up to each worker to actually use it properly over time. When everyone follows these practices, it creates a safer environment for the whole workplace. So the main takeaway is simple. Take eye protection seriously, stay consistent, and do not try to take shortcuts, because even one moment can lead to a lifelong injury.
This concludes our presentation. We went through all the very important means of eye protection in the Stellantis workplace, why it's important, how to use it, when to use it. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll answer them. And these are our references here. Thank you for listening.